I think we're about 100,000 followers on Reddit, and we got our Reddit banned. I'm older in the industry. I'm 40.
Being a mum and doing all this,
I don't think there's a person in this town that doesn't know what we do. My daughters know that my husband and I are doing this together. We're providing an amazing lifestyle for them. I don't care what anyone else thinks of that. You know, two subjects of becoming a registered nurse. Get those people that are like, I bet your dad's proud. And it's like, well, he is actually. People make money every day from stuff that they're good at. Why can't we? And we did, and we do. So I think we've got nearly 200,000 followers and close to nearly 1 million karma on Reddit. It's a way for men to get their hands on women's money in this industry and see it all for free. Absolutely not.
Wow, I feel good. I knew that I would now. I feel good.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the Spicy Waitress Diary. Today we have a lovely guest that is experienced in the OnlyFans. Say hello, LahLah.
Hi. Hey, everyone. How you going?
We met LahLah at the AAIA Awards and you won the Best Fetish Fantasy Provider.
Fetish and fantasy is definitely my main niche in this industry. It's something that is probably 99.9% of what I do. So it kind of was really special to me to get that for 2 years in a row. So that was nice, yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what you do. You obviously have OnlyFans and you have some other platforms as well.
Yeah, so I'm on OnlyFans. Well, it's my husband and I, so we exclusively do our content together. So we kind of started off on OnlyFans. Well, we actually started off doing a little bit of webcamming, just kind of putting our little, putting it out there, seeing what we could do. And then I just randomly one day I was like, let's start an OnlyFans. And so we did. And the first kind of 2 months were like a little bit slow kind of thing. And then it started picking up really, really quickly. Like we were doing really, really well. And then we kind of moved over to ManyVids and then Fansly, Loyal Fans, kind of Clips for Sale. Like there's just so many different platforms out there that we put our content on now. We've also got, obviously there's Pornhub out there that we put like short clips on that does a lot of advertising for us as well.
And what do you find is the best platform to use?
ManyVids. ManyVids and OnlyFans both have their kind of small, probably cons to them, you could call, if you're talking about pros and cons, because they both obviously take a percentage of what you make kind of thing. But I really enjoy ManyVids because ManyVids advertises for you. OnlyFans does not advertise any of their client. There's no search where you can kind of search for them. You've got to like have that link to find their page, whereas ManyVids will put you out on all on their different pages. So
do you pay for that?
No, you don't. I think it's 40% instead of 20% for normal videos that you sell. If they're customs, they'll only take 20%, which is the same as ManyVids anyway. We get a lot more traffic on ManyVids than what we do on OnlyFans, but we still do. So they're our top two kind of platforms.
And so your chains of advertising is social media and Pornhub?
Yes. My husband does a lot of the promoting. So he's kind of like the management side of our team. He's also the filming partner, obviously, but he's the management side. So he will do all the promoting on things like sites like Reddit that can be kind of a bit more difficult to use, but definitely draw a lot of traffic to your site. So once you can get used to Reddit in particular, but Twitter's also a really good one as well. I find Facebook and Instagram, it's good to have, but it's more of a platform where you kind of like are showcasing yourself. I find that we get a lot more subscriptions and videos bought from advertising on Reddit and Twitter than what I would from anything that I do on Instagram, or in fact probably my Instagram is a lot of people that have subscribed to me in the past or bought videos from me on ManyVids will probably find me on Instagram and subscribe to me rather than the other way around. Instagram's just fun basically, like I just post what I want on Instagram and save all the promoting for the big sites.
And how much do you really like dedicate to marketing and the social platforms and Reddit and things like that?
A lot, actually. I think it's something that people really underestimate in this industry. We aim to make 5 videos a week out of the 7 days. That's including customs, if we have 2 or 3 customs to do that week. So we'll do 2 extra videos to make the 5 videos. You're filming time and we put like effort into, obviously our videos have got a story to them, because it's not just, your average kind of porn or whatever. It's like your mummy kink or, fetish like that. So it usually has a storyline, different settings, different, changes of suit and everything. It's something that's, I don't know, very, very popular. So once you've made that video and you've spent the hour or hour and a half making a video, the next 5 hours is getting it out, making little clips of it, editing the video, promoting that video, finding those little clips, the good little scene, like, good little 20-second clips or whatever, and then getting them out to Reddit, getting them out to Twitter, getting them out to the Pornhub, so people can see them, know that those videos exist, and then you can get your people on to buy them. So
you could post that stuff on there. You have to be really careful, don't you?
Reddit in particular is, you can find anything on Reddit. You can find the most grotesque, inhumane stuff on Reddit, the most feral porn you've ever come across in your life. It's not what you post on Reddit, it's abiding by the subreddit group rule. Each subreddit, which is where you're posting all your different content to on Reddit, will have different group rules, and they're very, very specific about group rules. So they're very insight. You've got to apply, if you want to post stuff as a original poster, you have to be verified by that subreddit page. And so there are thousands and thousands of subreddit pages, and you've actually got to apply to be verified on every single subreddit page to post your stuff. And I think there are a lot of people that get to that point and just go, I can't be bothered doing that.
Yeah.
Whereas if you actually just take the time to stand there with your your name, that's your Twitter name or your Reddit name, stand there and say, I want to be a part of this group, this is my name, and just post it out, send it through, get your approval. You can post to all those groups without getting booted, without getting kicked off Reddit completely. When we first started, we got to about 100,000 followers on Reddit, and we got our Reddit banned. And it was just the most horrendous thing ever. This was about maybe 2 years ago, a year and a half ago.
Oh, wow.
So we had to kind of start from scratch, build again, and realize where we'd gone wrong in different little groups and everything, and just really, follow those group rules. And so now we're back up again. I think we've got nearly 200,000 followers and close to nearly 1 million karma on Reddit. And
amazing. Well done. Yeah. Business is hard enough, and then that's why people really need to treat this as a business.
Yeah, that's what I said to my husband. It's like you have to treat it like it's a business front that you've forked out money for. If you want to be able to do it full time, you absolutely have to put that time and effort into it. No different if you were going to open up a hairdressing shop, or you would open up any kind of other store that was going to be your career. You've got to put everything into it. So my husband literally finished his plumbing and roofing, I think, late-ish last year, between mid to late last year, and just retired straight away. So
wow, amazing. Just off OnlyFans income, you guys are comfortable.
That's all we do.
How long have you both been doing it for?
I think about 2.5 years now. I always say, because I'm older in the industry, I'm not, I'm 40. So when I look at porn in the industry and I think about how all that people collabing, it's so dime a dozen in this industry. It really is. So when it comes to having a specific niche that's fulfilling someone's kink that they aren't going to find on Pornhub, that's where you're going to make that, it's something that's not out there for free. You're not going to find it out there for free. So they do have to order the customs and buy them. So
like you said, your age obviously makes a difference to getting people to sign up and stuff. And how have you found it being a mum and doing all this?
I think it's one of those things. See, I learned in my late 30s to just not care at all what anyone thinks. It's what people think of me is absolutely none of my business. So I know that I've got 2 daughters. So I know that people, especially in a small town, will look at a mum that's doing what we do with 2 children, one's 17 and one's 14, and be like, oh, how can you do that, setting such a bad example? And it's like, well, I've actually got a really, really good relationship with both of my daughters. We've got a very, very open and honest home. I don't think there's a person in this town that doesn't know what we do. And I think my daughters know that my husband and I are doing this together. We're providing an amazing lifestyle for them. We're setting them up to be able to live in a way that they're not going to find it difficult in the future, put it that way. So I don't care what anyone else thinks of that. You know, we're living in a time where, like, it's scary what's happening with the economy out there. We all have to do what we have to do to provide for our family. And if I can do that and have my husband and I at home and go on family holidays and have slow mornings and none of that rushing around where two parents are trying to get to work and drop kids off to school, and I don't care what anyone thinks of me, you know.
I definitely think, like, I came from a background where I had a pretty restrictive kind of relationship with my parents. And if anything, it made me rebel into the industry.
Absolutely. I definitely came from the same kind of, I mean, I've got a really good relationship with my mum, but I think growing up, you know, 40 years ago, everything was a lot different. You know, we didn't talk about certain things because you didn't speak about that kind of stuff. So, you know, lots of pressure and stuff like that when you come from a good, hardworking family. So I definitely went through my rebellious stage. I don't know whether it necessarily pushed me into this because I was, you know, like 2 subjects off becoming a registered nurse when I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I know there is a different life out there and this is not for me. So my rebellion came a little bit later when it came to the industry, but yeah, I'm definitely glad that I took that step into the industry because it has absolutely changed completely.
How did your mum take it when she found out?
To start with, she was kind of like a bit kind of prudy about it and, you know, was like, didn't really want to talk too much about it. But I think now over time, where she sees it wasn't just a silly idea that led to nothing, where I'm out there and everyone can see and we haven't made anything, like she can see now that we've definitely made ourselves in the industry. And you know, I think just being able to support a family and seeing the, you know, her grandkids growing up happy and healthy and loved and getting everything that they need she's definitely, you know, you like get those people that are like, I bet your dad's proud. And it's like, well, he is actually. So is my mum. So
So you said you were on like 8 different platforms. How do you kind of schedule your week or your time being on all those different platforms?
I will do a lot of chatting in the early morning and in the evening on sites that have like a chat feature where I've got subscribers or, you know, people that are buying my videos on pages that you don't necessarily have to subscribe to. You can just order or buy videos. I will spend the morning and the evening replying to messages and talking to subscribers and fans. And most of our videos will be made kind of in the mid, like we do have a bit of a schedule. So we'll do, like, I'll do my chatting and replying to messages in the morning and my husband will usually be at the gym. And then, you know, kind of midday, we might do like, that will be our movie time. And then in the afternoon, we'll be just promoting. That's where they are uploaded to all those different sites. So once we've done that video and edited that video, and made the little clips for that video, they can then be uploaded to all those sites. So that's the time that takes time. You know, it can take, you know, 15, 20 minutes to have it kind of upload to the site, and then it takes, you know, 10 minutes for it to download to the site and be available on the site. So, you know, going through all those platforms with, you know, all your different tabs open with each different platform, uploading it. But it's kind of you get into a bit of a routine with it all after a while too, because, you know, you're doing the same thing. It's like you're uploading the video to every platform, and then once you've uploaded the video to the platform with its little clips, so people can have like a little preview get an idea of what the video is going to be about. We then upload those clips to things like Twitter, Pornhub, Reddit, and all those kind of things. So,
and how do you come up with your ideas for your content? I know you've had it for about 2 years. So do you find that sometimes your content is just the same, or you're always coming up with new ideas?
It's usually fairly there'll be slightly different ideas kind of thing.
Yeah.
A lot of the time we get a lot of custom requests. Those customs will be sent to those posts. So unless they tick that exclusivity box, which means we can't resell it to anyone else, we will still upload that video to our site. However, it just won't be a custom because obviously no one else has ordered it other than them. A lot of the time we'll get ideas from the men ordering customs from me. So we might get a really good idea, like a really good video with their, you know, ideas of what they want for the video through. And then we can use that video for different ideas for a different video, if that kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. What's one of the most extreme custom you've had?
Believe it or not, most extreme customs, there's two different types, and one's the mummy kink and one isn't. So the ones that I get quite often, which I sit there just going, why do you want that? That's so weird. Like, it's like, and there'll be like those really like super heroine ones, like I'm a superhero and I've got to save the world. Like, yeah, super heroine. That's what they say. They literally will be like, you're a super heroine and there's a new super villain in town and you've got to try and defeat him, but he overpowers you with his, whatever, and then you are all of a sudden like lusting after the super villain kind of thing. It's just like weird, because they will actually order like superhero costumes, and like it will be like 1 minute I'm like the office lady and then I get a phone call and then I'm like do a spin around and then all of a sudden I'm like Wonder Woman or something like that, and it's like, oh, why do you want this? It's so weird. One of the weirdest ones that I haven't done, when they asked things like, I do the mummy kink, so obviously it's an incestual fantasy kind of thing, but what I do draw the line on is the age thing. So a lot of these guys ordering these customs want the mummy kink, but they want to pretend like they're a really young age, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, I'm not mentioning like little boy or you know what I mean, like I'm happy to do the mummy kink. I'm 40 years old, I get it, but I'm not a pedophile, so can we not try and make me look like one, please?
And I love that you stand by that as well.
Yeah,
because
absolutely. I'm just like, so we'll be on the platform and we'll be reading a custom, and I'll send it to my husband. I'll be like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No.
Yeah. How have you found it with your husband? Like, doing all this together would be so fun.
It is good, actually. I love it. I think part of the reason that we decided to do this in the first place is because we've got a really good sexual chemistry. And so we were like, why, people make money every day from stuff that they're good at. Why can't we? And we did, and we do. So
yeah, amazing. And you haven't noticed any kind of negative effect on your relationship when it's become work now?
No, not at all, actually, because we still have we still have that line between work and our own kind of like our marriage. So we still kind of do our own thing and then do stuff together, and then it's like work mode for a bit, and we complement each other well.
Do you have any tips around like the chemistry and how to keep it good and maintain that good relationship?
Yes. If you're in a relationship and you're filming content with them, do not collaborate with others. You do not need to collaborate with other people. If you want to keep your marriage happy in this industry, and you and your partner have started off doing it, stick to it together. And whatever energy you put into your videos, put that same energy into your sex life outside of work, and keep it fun. It's the best industry you can be in with your partner. Like, if you think about it, like, you're getting paid to do what you would do anyway. So, there's just a few little different requests and things here, but it's the best thing you could do.
So you obviously don't have management, any OnlyFans management? No. Okay. What's your opinion on management?
My personal opinion is I find a lot of it really scammy. So in the 2 years that I've been doing it, I have never once paid for anyone to do anything sorry, I lie. We have a little guy over in, I wouldn't even have a clue what country he is in, but he designs all my little cartoon banners for all my different profiles. So he gets pictures of me, draws them up, makes them like digitally draws them up and makes them like really sexy and cute cartoony. So we pay someone that does that. And the only other thing that we pay for is Bandit Scan, which pulls up anything on the internet, like it's a paid service, but it pulls anything up on the internet that you have not put up there yourself. So no one can so when you scroll down on a web page and it says blah 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 has been taken down from under the DMCA or whatever it is. So that's what it is. Like, so when you Google my name, LahLah 84 or whatever, when you scroll to the bottom, it will have a little thing that says there's been so many whatever being taken off this page due to the takedown request. So
great.
So,
that's a good
but other than that, no, management, I just know if this is something when you want to do to the point where you're paying for management, you should be doing it yourself. Do you know what I mean? You should be doing it yourself. It's your business. You should be managing your own business. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine handing over my passwords or anything to anyone, or having my fans not think that they're talking to me, or I don't know, just no. As far as I know, like, you know, I don't know anyone that's under a management or that hasn't been scammed by people that have said that they're management. And then, you know, I don't know how many in my Twitter requests, I don't know how many emails I have from these random young guys going, hey, noticed you do OnlyFans, love to manage you. I'm like, I bet you would, buddy. No thanks.
It's like we're skipping the fact that they're all getting like this content for free as well.
Yes,
Like
literally. They have access to everything. No, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I just think it's a way for men to get their hands on women's money in this industry and see it all for free. Absolutely not.
With your industry experience, what's your biggest lesson?
If you decide to stick in, I think when we decided to stick into this industry and really make it a go, really make a go of it. You know, if you put the time and effort in, and there will be days where you just can't be bothered responding, and there will be days where you can't be bothered filming or promoting, but don't skip those days, especially until you're at least made it and making like a fair, you know, decent enough bank that you can afford not to reply to those messages. And until then, you reply, because that's your source of income. Like, you once you get a reputation out there as someone that is reliable, you send the videos in the time that you say you're going to send the videos, the quality, everything, you will go far in the industry. It's completely doable. It's just a bit of hard effort.
I think a lot of girls go to this as like a hobby or a side income thing, so that's why they don't put in as much effort, because they're like, oh, side thing. So you don't think it would really work if they're doing it that way. You've put 2 years into it, now you're doing it full time. So I guess that's really what happens when you just put it all in.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. It was something that we both wanted. Like, you know, my husband didn't want to be plumbing and up on a roof, you know, for 60 plus hours a week, and I didn't want to be abused in a hospital by people for, you know, 30, 40 hours a week. So
well done sticking to what you actually want to do, and and congratulations on the awards that you got as well. We always end our podcast with, what's one thing that nobody knows about you?
I'm a massive food fan, like not food fetish, but I'm food obsessed. There is not a time of day where I'm not thinking what I'm going to eat next. Like, it's bad.
That makes 3 of us, honestly. We're big foodies. Yeah, we got like a brownie. We're gonna devour that up.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Well, thank you for having me, and it was so lovely to meet you girls at the awards. I'm hoping that we'll see you again next year. Or
make sure you will subscribe, follow, and give us a like, and we'll see you on our next podcast. All right. Amazing.